Okay, welcome to my channel, and I've got Gregory Scott here today, who is a very well-known astrologer in Glastonbury, who's been living in Glastonbury since...
May last year,
yeah.
May 2015.
Wow, and we're lucky to be able to talk to him today. He's invited me into his house to have a sparkling water, and we're going to have a quick chat.
With my cool little squishy cups,
Yeah, squishy
which
cup.
I got in Florida.
Yeah, and they're lovely.
They're like little rubber cups.
And
I got these in St. Petersburg.
Oh, lovely. And mine's orange and it's purple.
Cheers.
Charles. Anyway, I'm just going to ask you a few personal questions about your life, if you don't mind, Gregory. And first of all, I'd like to ask you is, where did you actually grow up then?
Okay, well, I was born in Germany. I lived there till I was 8. And then we moved to Botswana in Africa when I was 8, because my dad was a civil engineer, and he was working down there, working on the roads. And then we moved to South Africa when I was 12. And I stayed there till it was really nice.
Yeah.
Then I stayed there till 18, and that was really where that's like where I identify, because I don't really have a home.
Yeah.
Like I would never say that Germany's my home.
No.
Well, South Africa is my home, but that's where I really grew up. And then I came to Cardiff here in the UK to study at 18. And then I've been pretty much here on and off since then.
So when was your first
now.
visit to Glastonbury?
I came here, I think, in 2010 or 11. And I was really into Doreen Virtue back then. Do you know her? The angel woman.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And I was at Stonehenge and I was reading her book, one of her angel books. And she was talking about how she went to Stonehenge and then she went to Glastonbury. And I was like, Glastonbury? I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
So I looked it up on Google Maps, and it was an hour away, so I was driving back anyway. So I drove here, and I walked up the tour, and I had this amazing experience. I fell in love with the place immediately. I walked up the tour, I had this amazing sense of peace and quiet, and like I'd never had before. And then I just came down every a few times a year since then.
Yeah.
And then I moved down here last year when my relationship split up. I said, where should I go now? I love Glastonbury, and I came down here.
Do you feel like there's been a pull to Glastonbury? It's pulled you here? Because a lot of people get that. A lot of people come here and they say, I only came for a week, and 25 years later they're still in Glastonbury.
Right.
It's like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's weird. I've got no connection with the place, and I felt a pull.
But do you feel like there's a lot of, well, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but do you feel a lot of it just feels right?
Yeah, it feels right to me. I feel normal walking out the front door here in Glastonbury.
Yeah, I know.
Whereas other places I'd feel like a weirdo. Here I'm like boring and square.
Oh, so when did you first get into astrology then, Gregory?
Well, I discovered astrology through the tarot, and I first started reading tarot cards when I was like 11 or 12. Wow. I discovered them at my grandma's house. She had a deck. Oh,
right, so it's in the family then, really?
Yeah, my grandma did it, and my great-great-grandma did it.
Oh, right, okay.
So there's a long history. But I discovered it through the cards, because the cards have a lot of astrological things in them. So I started studying it kind of informally at 15. And then I, studied it for a couple more years. And then in my 20s I did a long distance course, and I did like a certificate and a diploma and stuff. And I started doing the tarot readings. I've always done those, but I started doing them professionally, like, I don't know, maybe 10, professionally, like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And then I included the astrology as well, and I've always done both.
Oh, right, okay. So
that was what you asked me, right?
Yeah,
what did you ask me?
Yeah, about how you got into it. But how did your grandmother ever read for you?
No, she didn't.
Oh, right.
And it was very hush-hush.
And
it's very taboo.
Yeah, okay.
And my great aunt does it. She's still alive, and she still does it. But it was very like...
Oh yeah, don't talk about
very
it. Very
closet case.
Okay. Oh, that's good. This is a bit random.
Is it? You think it's good that they were in the closet?
No. but I'm just going to ask you this. What, I don't know why I'm going to ask you this, but I'm going to ask you it anyway. Yeah. What comedies do you like?
Comedies?
Yeah.
I like Monty Python.
Yeah.
I like those. And I like really dumb stuff, like Hot Tub 2.
Hot Tub 2, I've never heard of that.
The time machine. They get in a hot tub and they go back in time. It's really stupid.
So it's like with stars, a bit, isn't it? Going back in time, it's all up there, isn't it?
Yeah, like a fantasy kind of thing. But it's... What comedies? I like sitcoms, like Everybody Loves Raymond. That's one of my favourite shows ever.
Right.
Frasier. Back in the 90s, I used to love all that.
Yeah.
Friends.
Yeah.
I don't watch the things these days, like How I Met Your Mother and that other Big Bang Theory. I'm not into that.
I like Big Bang Theory.
Do you?
Oh, I love it. I love it. Yep.
Doesn't
really
appeal to me at all.
I really like it.
I like We're the Millers, that film with Jennifer Aniston. Have
Oh
you seen
yeah,
that?
yeah, that's funny as well, and it's hilarious, isn't it? Yeah. So, what would you say you like doing for fun then? Is there any fun times with you? What do you like doing? Do you like going for walks or?
Well, here in Glastonbury, I mean, there's not much to do because it's such a small place, but it's perfect for me. I go to the Chalice Well. I go up the Tor if I've got time during the day, so that's like for fun. That's just like being out in nature. I love that.
Yeah.
I like going to see films. I like reading. I like learning about astrology and tarot. I'm always interested in that. I like traveling. I like going to Bath to the spa. I do that every once in a while.
Yeah,
and I like traveling and going different places, socializing.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Do you like animals?
Yeah, I love animals.
What sort of animals? Your favourite animal?
Dogs.
Dogs.
I love dogs.
Yeah. And what? Have you ever had a dog?
Yeah. My ex-partner and I had a dog called Bob.
Yeah.
He's still got the partner.
Yeah.
No, he's still got the dog.
He's got the dog. Yeah.
Because I rent this place and I can't have pets. And it was a big thing when we split up anyway about who was going to keep the dog. So he kept the dog, but I love dogs. They're like little angels to me, furry little angels.
So did you have a dog as a child?
Yeah, always.
What sort of... What
Labradors.
Always Labradors?
I love them.
Okay.
They're really greedy, but very affectionate.
So how do you see things changing for you then? Do you feel that this, with your astrology, because your astrology, you've got loads of subscribers at the moment, haven't you? I mean...
well, I want to grow the channel. I've got 35,000.
That's a lot.
But I want more. Like, I want to grow the channel. I really want to reach a lot more people with it. Because people have really become... Sorry to interrupt you, but people have become much more... The thing is, like, you know, in the 90s and stuff, you didn't have the internet. So astrology was a very niche thing. It was like, if you had to, like, really, really be into it, so you'd go to the bookshop and find it and stuff. But with the internet, the demand for astrology has really boomed and exploded because it's much more accessible. And you can get forecasts everywhere, like on YouTube, like me. So I really want to grow it so that more people become aware of my brand of astrology and the way I do it. So I really see it growing.
And
I'm aiming for 100,000.
Yeah, but this hasn't been your only job you've done all your life, is it? There was something we did before you were an astrologer. What was that?
I've had loads of jobs. I come from a very conventional family. Like, my dad was an engineer, so I was told that I should get a proper job, a conventional job. And my parents really invested a lot in my education. So I studied journalism. I was a journalist. I was a TV. I did the TV listings.
Right.
I worked in financial services. I worked as a school teacher. I did a degree in education as well.
And what did you teach?
German and French.
German and French.
Yeah, German is easy, obviously.
Yeah.
The French, not so much. But I just taught the little kids, like.
Yeah.
Bonjour.
Yeah.
Un, deux, trois.
Did you like that? How long did you do that for?
I did that for 2 years.
Oh, that's quite a while though.
Well, 1 year training.
Yeah.
And 1 year doing it, and I was like, I've had enough.
What's your...
I like the kids.
Yeah.
I didn't like the other teachers. I think teachers are a bunch of bastards. That's my opinion. I know, go on record for that. I do. Really? They're very closed-minded.
Right, okay.
They're very much about, we don't want the kids to be special. We want them all to conform and to be the same as everybody else. We're very narrow-minded and trivial.
Yeah.
And they've got about as much humour as, like, a piece of...
Well, yeah. Well, that's something.
I'm not a big fan of the experience. The personal experiences I had with the teachers I trained with and taught with, I really disliked them. And I disliked the educational system a lot. I really did. I'm sorry if I'm getting political on your channel here.
It's okay.
But I think the education system is terrible.
Well, I feel the same because I've got a child that's been home educated for a long time who's just gone into school again, and because of the fact that they couldn't meet her needs. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
And But no, I'm 100% behind you on that one. It's just
conform, be a robot, be a robot.
Yeah,
it's not
they
good.
don't. The national curriculum doesn't want people to be different. They want people to be at the same level at the same time, and it's just not how human beings are. It's really a backward thing, actually. Really, especially in Glastonbury. Actually, we are in Glastonbury, and yeah, it's a bit sad, really.
I think you need the basics: reading, writing, basic maths and stuff.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like what they teach kids, it's just like, no.
I know, it's wrong. So we both think the same about the education system, by
I spit on education.
Yeah. Well,
and especially university. Unless you want to be a doctor or a dentist or a lawyer, don't ever do an arts degree, ever. It's pointless. It's a waste of time.
Yeah. So what's your most favourite thing about Glastonbury? Because this channel I'm doing is about Glastonbury and Glastonbury people, and because we find Glastonbury lovely, and most of it. I mean, obviously there's a downside to everything, which
like
we'll touch on in a minute. And but you know, most of the time we are very accepting, lovely.
Yeah.
You know, it's a new age town, and it's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, I love it.
I feel very privileged to be here.
Me too.
You know, so
to be a part of it.
So yeah, to be a part. So what's your favourite thing about Glastonbury?
I love the feeling of it, the scenery, the tour is my absolute favourite thing. Just climbing that, having that there is a mystical, sacred hill.
Yeah.
And just being able to walk up that and to feel the vibration and energy associated with it. It's got a gazillion ley lines going through it. It's the heart chakra of the world. It's like this energy center, and I really feel it. So I just feel lucky to be in its presence. The well, you've got the red well and the white spring. I love those.
Yeah.
I like the people, and that people don't feel like they have to conform here, and that people can be themselves. And I know you said that it's got its ups and downs, of course, but I think overall people can be freer here than elsewhere.
That's right. Yeah.
And I think there's a really nice kind of counterculture, and where people value different things. You know, you go to someone's house here and it's normal to see like crystals everywhere.
Yeah, it's great, isn't
and
it?
I like that.
I like that as well.
Yeah.
And I tell you what I like about Glastonbury. I just love the colourful shops. I love the colour, because I'm a bit colourful at times, and I like that sort of, it just makes me feel alive. I just think that's really lovely.
Yeah, I love the shops as well.
So, is there anything you don't like about Glastonbury?
No, not really. I mean, there could be an airport nearer, so I wouldn't have to go all the way to Bristol or like Stansted.
Well, yeah. The
fact that we don't have travel connections.
Okay.
But other than that, I love it. It's exactly the right size.
Yeah.
They could have a cinema, that would help as well.
Yeah.
But there's Strode, you can go Strode Theatre.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't change anything about the place.
It's
I love
unique,
it.
Isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I like that part of it. It's really unique.
Yeah.
Right, what else can we ask? Basically, so you've been doing astrology for quite a while now, and but as I said, you see the channel changing a little bit, do you? Your channel. How do you see it changing?
Well, I do astrology. The channel started with me doing the daily tarot readings.
Yeah.
Then I really focused on the astrology more. I've done a bit of numerology. But then I started doing things like vlogs and putting my personality into it.
Yeah.
And that was a big thing. Should I open myself up or should I just keep it factual?
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to keep it at the moment it's both. You've got a bit of personal stuff and you've got the astrology stuff. But I really see it growing in terms of the astrology, and I'm going to keep putting vlogs up, and I just would like to see it grow. And with the more different videos that I do, I hope I'll pull in different interests and stuff.
Have you thought about teaching numerology or something like that?
I teach a tarot course, and you can buy it on my website, gregoryscott.com.
Okay.
You go on the shop page, and I teach you. It's called the Intuitive Tarot Expert Course.
Right.
And you can buy it for £17. It's really cheap.
Yeah,
and
good.
It's the videos. I take you through every step, how to learn the tarot, and by the end of it, you can read the tarot. I've had the best feedback from it.
Good.
People have taken the course and they've started their own YouTube channels afterwards doing tarot readings. And that's a great thing. I'd like to teach astrology in future. It's just finding the time to actually put a course together.
Yeah.
And
you're a very busy man. Yeah.
I am busy, but to put the time aside to do that on top of everything else, I have to really, come up with the extra energy to do that, and I just at the moment it hasn't
and
happened.
also numerology, you don't get many people asking so much for numerology,
No,
do you? But
no, it's not
quite
well
interested
known.
in that.
Tarot and astrology are much more popular.
Yeah.
But I also want to I want to teach psychic development.
Right, yeah.
I want to teach people how to access their own intuition.
Yeah.
Because we all have it.
Yeah.
On different levels. I'm a very practical psychic. Like, I would call myself an intuitive or psychic because I work with my intuition. I use tools.
Yeah.
But my main focus is really concrete guidance. Like, you will meet the right person in 5 months. You should be a chiropractor. It's very, I'm not like, oh, I get someone with purple hair and the smell of lavender. I'm not like that.
No.
So, that's what I want to teach because everyone's different. Everyone has intuition. And then the numerology, that would be further down my list.
What's your favourite colour?
Well, all my clothes are blue, so I'm not going to say blue because I'm trying to add more. Oh, wait, look, I'm wearing blue everywhere. Green, I like green.
Green, you like green, yeah. So that's unconditional, that's lovely, isn't it? And so that's nice. If you had 3 wishes, what would they be? There could be any wishes. Just 3 wishes.
Well, like Aladdin?
Yeah, like Aladdin. But they're for your best friend.
For my best friend? What do you mean?
Have 3 wishes for somebody.
For someone?
Yeah, 3 wishes. If you could give somebody anything you wanted to give them, what would it be?
Well, I think the first thing is like a sense of being happy in your own skin and being happy with your own lot in life.
Yeah.
I think that's the best thing to wish for, isn't it? Because then it doesn't matter what you've got. If you've got a sunny, positive outlook, then it doesn't matter what you've got, then that's it.
That's lovely.
And then I just, ask them what they wanted, I guess.
No, this has got to come from you. You've got 1 gone, 2 more left.
Okay.
It could be anything.
Well, they'd have to tell me.
No.
They'd probably tell me I want lots of money or a boyfriend or whatever.
Well, lots of money.
Is this for my friend or for me?
This is for your friend. 3 wishes for a friend.
Yeah,
so nice for no skin. Yeah, what's the other one?
Yeah, that they'd be healthy.
Yeah.
And that they'd have enough money to do what they wanted.
Oh, that's lovely. Well, I'm going to give that to you then, Gregory.
Okay, where's my check?
Because that's what I wish for you then.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right. Thank you for speaking to me today.
Thank you.
Thank you.